Hello and welcome back to Mexico News Network's Daily Report. Remember, we're broadcasting from El Dorado Royal Spa Resort by Charisma. And keep informed about Mexico's day by day on our website www.mexiconewsnetwork.com and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Though she was born in England, Diana Kennedy has long been a passionate defender and ambassador of Mexican cuisine ever since she arrived to Mexico on October 13, 1957. As she has put it, she was captivated by the markets, the culture, and the food. It was love at first taste. Since that time, she has worked to teach other people how to use traditional Mexican ingredients for authentic Mexican recipes. At 91, Diana is part of an important project called Documentation of the Biodiversity of Mexican Gastronomy, Rescue of the Culinary Archives of Diana Kennedy. In Zitácuaro, Michoacán, Diana has a 7-acre property known as Quinta Diana, where she owns an ecological house, a vegetable garden, a canche, a Mayan origin high structure made of wood for growing plants, and more than 200 different species of plants and trees from Yucatan, Campeche, Puebla, and Oaxaca. At Quinta Diana, researchers, ecologists, and botanists are international institutions such as Stanford University and the Smithsonian Institution work to document all the diversity of plants and ingredients that Diana has collected along her career. Diana discovered that the richness of the Mexican gastronomy thanks to an invitation from her first big love, her husband-to-be at a time, Paul Kennedy, who was a foreign correspondent of the New York Times based in Mexico City. In 1966, the couple moved to the Big Apple, but the love and the flavors of Mexico followed her to the other side of the river. At the age of 43, and just 1 year after moving to New York, Paul passed away and Diana started to work at the University of Columbia as a cooking teacher, which would turn it help pay for her trips to Mexico. When the opportunity presented itself, the poetry editor of Harper and Row asked Diana to do her first book, The Cuisines of Mexico. Along with little more than a tight budget and a camera, Diana started to travel around the country, all of the beaten path a regular tourist would never go, just to gather authentic recipes. One of the defining features of Diana's expertise was authority on Mexican food, is the way she investigates that captures the essence of the recipe. As Diana stated once, a recipe has a frame, it has a context, the cook. How does he or she live? What is the environment where they live like? What are the local ingredients they use? Diana does not simply ask for ingredients and the procedure. She smells, touches, and tastes the recipe. She enjoys walking to the local markets and exploring the gastronomic history of the place. Marcela Briz, owner of the El Cardenal, one of the most traditional restaurants of Mexico City, stated that Diana's efforts have been important for the country, and if she had never compiled recipes, Mexico would never have probably lost them forever. Despite her age, Diana still gathers knowledge about the traditional cuisine of Mexico. In 1982, she was decorated with the Order of the Aztec Eagle, the highest decoration awarded for foreigners in the country, granted by the Mexican government. Diana also received a member of the Order of the British Empire in 2002 for strengthening cultural ties between Mexico and the United Kingdom. Moving on to more culinary news, originally the word mole comes from the Nahuatl word muli or moli, which means sauce or mixture of ingredients. This is exactly what mole is. Delicious, complex, and comforting mole is an iconic dish of Mexican cuisine. Its origin is somewhat unidentified. Some say early version of the dish originate in the Aztec culture, but the actual preparation requires over 20 ingredients from all over the world. Native chili pepper of different varieties, chocolate, tortillas, tomato, nuts, bread, anise, raisins, onions and garlic, sesame seeds, almonds, clove, pepper, and cinnamon. The varieties of mole are as many as the number of people preparing them, even with a real recipe. Every cook gives its personal touches. Of course, there are certain types of preparation identified as mole. And in the state of Oaxaca, there are 7 different types, every each of them with a peculiar taste and ingredients. Moles in Oaxaca include chilhuacle pepper, which is specific to the region. Not all versions have this pepper, but it's what makes it special. The best known mole in Oaxaca is black mole, which is prepared with over 20 ingredients. Aside from 4 chilies, black and brown, chilhuacle, ancho, and pasilla, it has other ingredients like sugar, peanuts, cumin, and plantain, and it also thickened with bread. Served over turkey or chicken and sprinkled with sesame seeds, and of course with rice, beans, and tortillas on a side. The other 6 traditional moles of Oaxaca are yellow mole, almond-based mole, green mole, red mole, or coloradito, chichilo, and manchamanteles. People have a saying that if you don't get some mole on your clothes, you're not enjoying it. So come on over to Oaxaca and enjoy all or any of these varieties or delight your taste buds with all the ingredients joined together in a unique dish. And here's a tip: if you like mole and want to make it at home, at the markets you can find some of the mole varieties either in paste or powder. Just ask how to prepare it at home and enjoy a part of Mexican cuisine. And are you feeling inspired? Why not try it yourself? Delight your guests with this recipe for chicken in red mole sauce. You'll need 5 dried guajillo chilies, cored and seeded, 5 dried pasilla chiles, cored and seeded, 5 dried ancho chiles, cored and seeded, extra virgin olive oil, 4 large ripe pepper roughly chopped, Spanish onion roughly chopped, 4 garlic cloves quartered, 1 cup raisins, 1 teaspoon cumin, 1 teaspoon oregano, 1 teaspoon marjoram, 1 teaspoon black peppercorns, and 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 4 whole cloves, and 2 cup chicken stock, 1 cup of chicken stock, 1 teaspoon salt plus more taste, 1 tablespoon sesame oil or olive oil plus more to taste, and 1 dark chocolate. Loosely tear the dried chilies, making sure to discard any remaining seeds. In a heavy skillet, toast at 15 chilies in batches over moderate heat until they release their aroma, 15 to 20 seconds. Take care not to burn them. Remove them and soak them in water for 15 minutes. Meanwhile, lightly coat the same skillet with olive oil and saute the tomatoes, onion, garlic, and raisins until the skin of tomatoes begins to peel off and the onion softens about 5 minutes. In a smaller pan, heat the dried herbs and spices until they release their aromas, less than a minute. Place the rehydrated chilies, cooked vegetables, spices, half of the chicken stock, and salt into a food processor or blender. Puree the mixture until it is smooth. Strain the sauce through a sieve. Heat the sesame or olive oil in skillet. Add the mole sauce and stir in the chocolate. When the chocolate melts, stir in salt and extra broth to desired consistency and taste. Serve warm with shredded sauteed chicken breast and, of course, buen provecho. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more information after these messages.